Howdy doody, I'm the Bento Buster at Kiwi in Japan, and today I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of talking about food, I'm going to tell you about a drink. And that drink can be found right here in this vending machine. There it is, and it's called Royal Milk Tea. Tea with milk is prevalent in almost every tea drinking country, and Japan is no exception. That's because this is the Japanese variation of the milk tea that you're probably accustomed to. And of course, it's absolutely delicious. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make it at home. That's right, a DIY version. Yep, I'm going to show you a slightly different way of making tea. Okay, now I'm just going to crack this open so you can have a nice peek inside. And there it is in all its regal glory. Royal Milk Tea, the big gulp version. And yes, it does taste delicious. I'm just going to jump on the bullet train, and when I get home, I'll show you how to make it. Oh, I'm home. Now that was quick, wasn't it? Okay, now to start off, you're going to need 150 mils of water. You're also going to need 2 tea bags. I recommend that you use Assam tea, but if you don't have that, use any tea that you have on hand. You want to bring this to the boil and let it steep for a couple of minutes. You know what? This is kind of like making ramen, and this is your ramen base, or tare, so you want it to be nice and strong. So don't be scared to poke those tea bags with a stick like I'm doing, to get all the tea goodness out of it. When you're happy with your tea extraction, it's time to add 350 mils of milk. Once you've added the milk, increase the heat, and just before it's about to boil, reduce the heat and let it simmer. And getting back to that ramen analogy, I guess the milk is the stock, so together with the tare, it makes an excellent broth. Oh, and did you know that royal milk tea can be served hot or cold? How about that? In fact, the one I just had was ice cold and very refreshing indeed. And on a chilly day, the hot version is very soothing. With your spatula, give those tea bags a good massage to make sure you get all of that tea extract out. Okay, at this point, it's time to remove the tea bags and throw them away. Actually, that sounds a bit harsh. Remove them and discard them. That's better. The slow simmering thickens the milk and makes a rich and creamy tea. And if you use whole milk, your tea will be even creamier. That's if you're that way inclined. Alright, finally it's time to add the sugar. And for this amount of liquid, 3 teaspoons should be enough. Give it a quick mix to make sure that everything's incorporated together, and you are done. Now that our tea is ready, it's time to serve it up. Ta-da! Just a quick costume change, now it's time to pour this baby. Just check out that rich and luscious decadent flow of tea. That's definitely a cuppa fit for royalty, hence the name, I guess. As I drink this, I can almost hear the Queen say, "Charles, I feel right classy drinking this. It's delissimo." Assam tea leaves give this tea a rich aroma and malty, robust character. It's also nice and creamy with just the right amount of sweetness. And those qualities make it a very popular drink here in Japan. It comes hot or cold in cans or bottles, and with little sachets like this, you can even make it yourself. And Haagen-Dazs even make an ice cream version of it, which I'm quite partial to. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy a good tea, and that's kind of the same thing. So the next time you have a cuppa, why don't you give this a go and feel like royalty? As always, thanks for watching. I'm the Bento Buster, and I'll catch you next time. 2 for tea and tea for 2, you and me and you.